Greetings, my friends. I am Gilles Mansillon. I'm called to return and speak about the transcendental psychology, the aspect of consciousness. We're really in this great portal that is opening up, and it's very, very powerful time of change. It's important to have faith and to be ready for major changes to come. The more ready we are, the more in acceptance we are of our perfection. We are created perfect by a perfect creator. We've always been perfect, and we can never be other than perfect. And yet, through the process of forgetting that perfection, we've been perfected, we've been perfecting and increasing the sum of the universe by our evolution. So it is important to know that it is the last life, the last incarnation, we're incarnating in ignorance. Even if we choose to come back to lower frequency in the physical universe, in new incarnations, well, we won't forget this time who we are. We'll still be connected to our higher self and to our connected self, and so it is the last life of difficulty and struggle that we've chose to do. And so it is very important to remember that love is the energy we were created from, and it is the most primordial force of the universe. It is the love of God that sustains all reality. It is completely permanent, and if we're eternal, if our soul is eternal and we're eternal being, it is because God is eternal. For only God knows God. For everybody else, it's an act of faith, but we cannot deny the fact that we exist. And love is also a plane of reality where we were created as soul. As soul, we were created as groups, and the soul has a beginning. But even before the beginning, before we were created, we existed already in the mind of God, and then we were created. So the soul has a beginning, but it has no end. It will forever, even when we with the ultimate goal is to return to the great source. And so I thank you very much. Not to forget to subscribe. I thank you for your likes, for sharing, for commenting, as well as for your donations. I really appreciate it. It's really assisting me right now. So it's very important to appreciate to accept the perfection that you are, but because in truth, we do not need anything else. But it is religious and cultural belief that let us know that we're imperfect, that we're unworthy, that we need to struggle in order just to survive and all of that. But it is just beliefs. So it is important to disconnect to those beliefs in order to accept that we are already perfect. We are already worthy of all the treasures of heaven and all the abundance in the world. So it's just right now there is a decoding of our DNA to access ever-increasing octaves of light and love and higher dimensions of consciousness. So it is we just got to go with the flow and take it one step at a time. And it is important to try to see how our divine self, our higher self, sees the world, sees our life, sees ourselves. For it is only from the love that God sees us, and whatever it's. So it's like to see through the eyes of love. But there is a transition to a higher frequency of our body that can put the physical body that needs there is a detoxification and a decalcification of our pineal gland and all kinds of transformation on the physical crystallization of our body and our DNA that can be very uncomfortable. Some people can have no physical problem, like it can hurt, can be headaches, can be nightmares, can be all kinds of things, because all kinds of layers of conditioning needs to be removed. So it's only very temporary if you have any negative uncomfortable effect. Because we need to achieve more grounding within a physical body. The body is the temple of the Holy Spirit that is studying itself, and so we need to make it as clear and transparent as a crystal to be really well grounded within it. And also see if there is leaks within our aura. Our aura needs to be completely solid, so there is no leak of energy and there is no interference from our lower energy form that can infiltrate our aura. So it's important to be completely self-contained within our inner divinity. And so there is no more need to heal or to perfect or to change, but to accept that we are and always have been the perfect manifestation of an infinite creator that have chosen to experience physicality. So it's like when we are awakening to the programs of our souls, and we implanted from the time of Atlantis and Lemuria specific code within our soul, within our DNA, to awaken at the end of time, and that's where we are. What happened with the Syrian doorways, that is the 8-8 portal that we traversed, that we're still into it, it completely exploded. There was so much consciousness coming from the Earth that reconnected to that star systems. They were very surprised on the other side, from what I heard, and. For me, it's been about 3,500 years since I haven't seen them. They sent me a message that they're going to be very happy to see me again. And even many people that were asleep in the past, human beings that were like completely indifferent to spirituality or anything that transcends the physical world, are going to start to ask questions, and so just be there to answer their questions. And it's very important for people who have children to have to be very conscious parents, because the next few generations of children are very enlightened. They're very clear, very powerful souls that have, some of them have never been to the earth, so they can be exposed to the impurity of the earth for the first time. So they need conscious parents to assist them, because in one generation the whole civilization can change. Not 1, 2, 3 generations, it can change very quickly, but it needs a conscious generation of being that wants to change things. And so be conscious and take care of the children, very important, to be kind and to develop their self imagination, independence, leadership, those kind of things that we need to teach the children. And for Mercury is going direct today, so it's like our communication is going to be upgraded. And on the 12th, this is Venus and Jupiter are conjuncting, and it's going to conjunct with the fact that it's going to be a huge meteorite shower. So all the love and light of this conjunction, the miracles and the love, will be anchoring into the physical plane of the Earth during these meteor showers. So it's important to be in the readiness and continue to have faith. And so I hope this time you enjoyed this time. I thank you very much for continuing to be in your presence and to continue to cultivate your sense of joy and prepare yourself for what is coming. I thank you also don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment, and I thank you so very much for your donations. If you want a private consultation, you can send me an email and do it against donations. I'm always happy to be able to assist on a more personal level. The card of the day, the energy of the day is as a collective. It's going far. It's really about this marathon. And it's like we've been traversing this desert, and now we're getting ready for a new cycle. But the higher wisdom is not for you. It's about letting go of those things that are no longer for you. To let go. So a lot of the ascension process is about releasing, and it's about releasing those things that are no longer wanted. What needs to be understood is the orphan. We're never alone in truth. We can never be alone. There is God and Spirit always there. So we have to. It's about reconnecting to our connected self, and not to. It's okay to feel alone, but we're not. In truth, it's the illusion of separation. It's part of the process. What we need to do is to reconnect to our tribe, to be connected. So it's like this loneliness, because we cannot communicate sometimes with the environment around us. It's going to force the push of attraction towards people that feel good and that we can really co-create together and feel good with, to be co-creative in the process. And the outcome is the treasure that is coming. It is a treasure island, so it is going to be quite wonderful. And so, I'm going to share some paintings that I have here. I've signed a few paintings. So the light is not incredible, but still thought I share those. If you're interested in art, do not hesitate to get in touch with me. I enjoy. I want to find good homes for those paintings. It's a bit ethereal. It's like a bit more intense. Not very different, but then the same enough to complete the series. I'm always curious to know what's going to come up next after, once the series is over, what is coming up next. I think I'm going to return to figurative paintings, but there'll be a lot of abstraction and a mix of probably, I have no idea. But I don't really want to project. I want to stay within the now to be able to enjoy each moment of now. So I'm not going to project too much. And then this one. There's a lot going on in those paintings. So I'm going to finish with a song and then pull out a few more cards. A song that went through my mind. It's about the merry-go-round. For our soul will always return us to where we need to be. And so it's like for me to soul connections. I can't really let it go. It just keeps coming back. So I hope that maybe will lead into union, to something that is real, physical, because we're getting a lot of information. I'm getting a lot of information from the spirit world, but I want it to be real, physically. We want to experience it, not just know it. It's really the point of the experience of in physicality. So we thank God for making our dreams physical and real. Thank you very much. So the song is called "A Long and Winding Road." A long and winding road, tum tum, that leads to your door, will never disappear. I've seen that road before. It always lead me here, lead me to your door. The wild and windy night, tum tum, that the rain washed away, has left a pool of tears, crying for the day. Why leave me standing here? Let me know the way. Many times I've been alone, and many times I've cried. Anyway, you'll never know the many ways I've tried, and still they lead me back, tum tum, to the long winding road. You left me standing here a long, long time ago. Don't leave me waiting here. Lead me to your door. But still they lead me back, tum tum, to the long winding road. You left me standing here a long, long time ago. Don't keep me waiting here. Lead me to your door. What we think is the door of freedom, the point of freedom, this doorway that happens within our consciousness, that manifests in the physical world. So the card of the day is transformation. It is a symbol of the butterfly. We need to open our wings and start flying. The higher wisdom is leadership. So it's important to be ready to take on the reign, to be leaders, to trust in our administrative wisdom also. What we need to understand is purification, to continue the purification. What we need to do is the wonders. It's about being in wonderment. There's so many wonderful things to be in wonderment about. And the outcome is pleasure. It's going to be very pleasurable. This cycle has been difficult, but the next cycle is going to be very pleasurable, very enjoyable. So my friends, I thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day. I hope this resonated with you. I hope you get ready and to have faith and be ready for what you've been asking for it to change, to come, and for this great transformation. Thank you very much. Namaste.